one, go. Hello, everybody. Aisling Mooney, spiritual business mentor and coach, and I'm here today with Marie Morris, the angel lady. Marie is one of my clients this year. I only really met Marie this year. She jumped into the Abundant Heart. She did the free training. Then she jumped into the Abundant Heart. Then she jumped into Transform with Angels. And then she jumped in to be a VIP client with me and work one-to-one. So I've got to know you really well, Marie, over the last while. Yes. So I just wanted to, I just kept seeing your name pop up on Facebook, and I thought, okay, let's get Marie on. And you were like, what? Did you want to do a live stream now? Threw on your lipstick, and what we can't see is there's something wrong with the vision.
You can't see me lippy. I'm so disappointed. Sorry.
Put a photo up later with this so people can see you.
Okay.
So Marie, I just wanted to give another example of a light worker who's out there creating a business. Now I know you're still in you had a business before you came, and you're just tweaking that. You've changed.
Yeah.
Well, not changed direction, but slightly just. Move the boat a little bit, move the wheel a little bit, so that you're now, we're going in a slightly different direction, but you still bring all your tools and everything you have learned with that. So just maybe tell us a little bit about, say, a year ago, how you were and what you were doing, and then we might look at, right, how are you now and what has helped you in between there, and any advice or tips that you can give anyone else that maybe has a similar business. And tell us a little bit about your business as well, Marie.
Okay, right. So my business, I started off as Fintra Bay Reiki, because I look out over Fintra Bay in Killybegs and Donegal. Mm-hmm. And I had Reiki up because that's what I started with. So I just came out one day a year or so ago and decided, being very pushed, very driven to it's time to come out now and do my work. I didn't really have a clue. I had no clue what I was doing. I just put up a Facebook page, and I just immediately, I think I was locked in my front room literally for my first month, Reikiing the heck out every flipping person, man, woman and child and dog in Donegal. And it was a shock to the system. It was, do you know what? I burned out, I'd say, after a month, because then the thank you, all my lovely angels, decided to kick me with a bit of shingles.
Right, yeah.
So I went head first, which is what I do. The energy was so fast, but it was all very, I feel awful saying that, but I'm going to say it wrong, really, for me. So that was, oh gosh, when was that? Before the Abundant Heart? That was a year ago, actually. So then I continued seeing people through shingles, and oh my gosh, it was a bit mad. And then you popped up one day on Facebook, probably January, February, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? But the interesting thing, Aisling and everyone, was that, this is what I'd asked for. I asked to show me if I was a healer. I knew it was in me.
Yeah.
Of course, and then Reiki came to me and it changed my life and everything was amazing. But I thought, hang on a minute, this is not, there's something wrong here.
Yeah.
This is not really what I imagined. Is this right? Is this wrong? This doesn't feel right. So then you popped up, and I thought, oh, this sounds like something I need to do. I didn't really think the online aspect. I thought that was way beyond me. I thought that was way, like, maybe in 10 years. But it was you, Ashley. It was you and the energy and the group I was drawn to really first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of didn't really care what you were going to do. I was like, I got to do it.
Yeah.
And it's been, honest to God, it's been life-changing it's not even a year, it's only April, for God's sake.
Yeah.
It's been crazy journey. It's been unbelievable. I mean, before, I've just told you what it was like before the Abundant Heart, pretty much. Plodding along, how many shingles, shingles. Oh, geez. And I get physically hit. So, with broken fingers, sprained ankles, I really get heavy. I don't I hadn't been listening basically to my nudges. I didn't even realize there were nudges. Anyway, so then I jumped on the Abundant Heart and, oh, blimey. It just, let me take a breath and ground myself for a minute. First of all, I think the first massive thing, Aisling, was the avatar.
Yeah.
I was like, what's a sacred contract? What's an avatar?
Yeah.
And then it just started growing legs. It was unbelievable. I just thought, oh my gosh. So I'm here. I'm actually starting to think about, who is it I want to serve? Who is it I'm supposed to serve? Oh, am I not supposed to be raking every man, woman, child and dog in Donegal? No, I'm not actually. It's almost like, even though I was new to the whole healing thing, and I didn't even like using the word healer or healing. It was so funny. I was kind of angels. Oh gosh, so what happened then, just the avatar came along. It was the process really that really was amazing. For me, I suppose first was facing my fears. But actually, it wasn't facing them all at once, Aisling. It was facing them little by little.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was that really. I was listening to Marcy, and she said it's all about it was about the fear, and that resonates so much. And so I would normally, my old life, I would just run away. I mean, I spent 18 years running around the globe, running away from my fear.
Yeah.
And I think with the process of the Abundant Heart, as I said, something would come up, like the avatar was massively shifting for me. And that was a fear barrier I broke through. And then the next thing was maybe even revisiting it, and I broke through that. And then it was just the momentum started gaining, and I'll tell you what it was pushing through it. It was things like Facebook Lives. I mean, somebody said to me recently, a lovely Skype client I had last week said, oh, you must be doing this for ages. And I'm like, are you kidding me? The first live I ever did was July. When was that? 2 months ago. Was it Ashington? July, where we are now, 1st of October? And she looked at me. She was like, what? I said, I know, I can't believe it myself. And that's what you've done and the Abundant Heart has done. Like I'm doing lives now, Monday night, 9 p.m. Tomorrow night, my lovely closed group, I'm doing my individual angel readings. And I'm trying to stick to an hour. I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I just love it so much.
Yeah. And Marie, just to, like when you first met me, when you first started this work together, you were Fintra Reiki.
Yeah.
Reiki.
Fintra Bay Reiki, yeah.
And you came and you said, I'm Fintra Bay Reiki. And I said, I don't think so. I think Reiki might be a tool. But I think you're actually here for the angels. You're a channel for angels. And that was a terrifying moment for you. And it was a tough moment for me as a coach to just push you through that. It was a beautiful moment, but there was a moment there. I remember the call. It was a group call, and I stood up with you. I made you stand up, and we had to make a declaration that you were here to serve people by telling them about angels, by communicating that angels were here, and basically my work as well, part of my work, and I recognized it so much with you.
Yeah.
Fear that came up in that call, and but it took you just a few months, and then the last call I spoke to you, it was a one-to-one call just a few weeks ago, and you were like, I really don't want to do Reiki anymore, I just want to work with the angels. I was thinking, I didn't say it at the time, but I was thinking, oh my God, that is just wonderful. You've completely stepped into why you're here, and not because I told you, but because it feels good. You recognize it within you. As you said, you were there with the Reiki and you were like, is this right? Is this wrong? But you can feel the certainty now I'm in my group, I'm doing the readings, and there's a certainty there that exactly where there was an uncertainty with the Reiki, and that's a really good sign for people. If it's not an absolute yes, then it's usually a no.
Yeah.
And so just a wonderful transformation for me to see, and you're just going from strength to strength. And
oh my goodness,
so you are, at the moment, you have created your group, you have a free group, with some free readings, free offerings in there, and you're also seeing clients one-to-one, but you have shifted from face-to-face, which was a big one for you. You've shifted from face-to-face to Skype calls, which is huge. No more cleaning the house, no more upsetting the whole family, no more clients coming for 1 hour and spending 3. So
and I'd say I'd say the biggest thing, now you're saying that, is that I actually reckon, I tell you what, it's about feeling my worth now. I feel a little emotional now saying this, feeling my worth, knowing my worth, or I'm getting there. I'm not fully there, but I'm getting there. I actually sat up and said, I don't know if I said it to you, Ashley, but I said to my husband the other day, I actually know now that I do not need to put my hands on anyone to do the healing work.
Sorry, I'm just trying to mute somebody. Please. Oh, there, she's muted now. Sorry about that, Marie.
No worries.
Put your hands on anyone now. You understand that healing takes place across distances, across computers, across. And that's a huge shift for light workers. If you're in one-to-one and you're stuck in that process of I have to be in the room with someone. And a lot of people are still like that. People, I still say, look, can you do a Skype session? And they're like, no, I only do one-to-one. And I'm like, it's such a block, and it's such a restriction on your reach around the world, and it also deprives people of your work, that need your work, that just can't come. I mean, even I had 2 ladies in a row there the other day, and I'm big on this word at the moment, healing readings. Well, it's the word for now for me. And like healing readings, angel healing readings, and they're getting it, I'm getting it, and we're looking at each other through the computer saying, wow, this is unbelievable. Like that, I'm saying to me, you don't need to come to me, you don't need to be here in the room with me. I don't need to clean the house.
Don't need to clean the house. To be honest, if people did come to me, it's rare that they're gone in an hour. Like, they'll be here all flipping day nearly. So I've got that as well for my boundaries. It's the learning curve. I look back from April and I just see myself so differently, and it's quite a shock actually. And that day with, oh my gosh, that call we had, it was like the Tom Cruise moment, jumping on the okay, angels, what it was crazy. And now I'm like, I was in the shop the other day. God, Marie, oh my gosh, I must get up to you, like a year and a half ago, I must get up to you for Reiki. And honestly, I was kind of like, oh God, don't, please stay at home. Go to somebody else. And now it's like, hey, just, give me a Skype, stay in your PJs. They're only down the road, stay in your PJs. I mean, I still like my one-to-ones, but the healing is just different now.
Yeah.
So we're getting there. We really are. Finally, it's like, whoa. But finally, Ashley, I've only been doing this a year, I'm so grateful.
And the thing is that it's not about, if people love one-to-one work, then that's fantastic. Keep doing that. But don't use it as your only source of, it's about, for me, it was about creating packages and deciding that I wasn't going to do any one-off clients, and I wasn't going to do any, I wasn't going to do any face-to-face. But if you want to do face-to-face, that's, I'm talking to anybody that's listening. that's a personal choice.
Yeah.
But you've been able to see that, like, you were probably one of the healers, Marie, that was like, what about the people that can't afford it and I can't? Your free group facilitates that need within you as a light worker too. You know, if somebody says I can't afford to come for a session, you can say, well, just come on, I'll do a live reading for you. I'll just jump in the group. It's free. You know, tell your friends, tell your family, anyone. So it's you get to satisfy those parts of you. If you want to do one-to-one grand, if you want to do a group freebie, and you have other options then as well. You have the Skype options, and you have packages and things. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. So what would you say to anyone on the fence, Marie, that's the our program and is like, will I, won't I, because of the door?
Well, it's funny because, I mean, first of all, I don't think there is a fence really. I think with you and with the Abundant Heart, if you're even considering it, that's the nudge. You know, it's either you don't get the nudge at all, or you get that's it. You know, I mean, I would feel the nudge or normally, and then I would kind of come away and think, oh, and then you might go into the ego. That's what I did in April, but actually that's my usual old life. But with the Abundant Heart, the minute I saw you, I just knew it. Yeah. And you know, I know, you know, every time I talk to you, Aisling, the thing about you is I can't hide from you. Well, you know, I'm so sorry you can't see my face now because I'm making all sorts of funny eyes here, but I can't, and that is so important for me and for everybody. You know, it's like you help us with the energy, just your energy, you know what the heck it is, but it's just the gold dust of the magic dust, the angel dust of doing it and bringing us along the way. And there's no boss and there's no making you. It's just what happened. You go along this whirlwind ride. And, you know, I know this time the Abundant Heart, I mean, I've got ideas for 2 packages actually, which I cannot believe because in April I would never consider it. What did I say, 10 years maybe? And I've got ideas for 2. And I know this now, the second round, that I will have something online before Christmas. So my point about you is that I'm saying it out loud to you now and everybody. So, but I can feel it. I'm so excited. You know, my husband's just resigned his job of 8 years there recently. And the minute that he resigned, the new energy came in for me to stop being small, to get myself online. I really understand, Aisling, now from you in the program that I want to reach thousands of people. And I know I am supposed to. I know, you know, I've got so much to say. I don't know what the heck it is yet, but I'll get there. I'm getting there. And I've got so much to say. And the only way I can do that is online. It's through the mediums now that we use. Yeah. Yeah. You know, even if I was on stage, you know, with I Can Do It in Birmingham this weekend, I'm still not reaching the amount of people that I want. Yeah. Yeah. In the auditorium. And, you know, I'm still tweaking and fighting my way, but that's what your programs do. It's finding who I am, finding what healer I am. It's almost like the angels came and said, nudge, nudge, right, here you go, Marie. You do have to find your way, but then you show up and then it becomes clearer to me. You know, you help us and the group, I can't stress enough how important the group of people are that are in together. Even already the second group, I can feel the energy and I can see the people connecting with each other, and it's so exciting. And the fact, I think a massive thing for people, if nobody minds me speaking for them, is that you turn around and you think, wow, there are hundreds of us, thousands of us, millions of us who feel the same way, who now can connect with others who are the same as us, and we can all come along together and boost each other and support each other. And you know, because I met people through you, Aisling, through the group, that then I jumped on with Sarah's group for the amazing tarot course. And I jumped on because of her. Again, like you, I didn't think I was really going to be doing the cards.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing. Healing through the cards. Healing with the cards, you know.
Yeah. And, you know, the group, like the groups that I have connected with on my journey in this, you know, to develop my own spiritual business, they've become the best friends I've ever had in my life. They understand, you know, this journey, it is a spiritual path because it brings up everything. Every new level of fear brings up all of your stuff, everything that's been holding you back, everything that you've been hiding and pushing away, and it all comes up on this journey. And you have this fantastic group of people that are doing it with you, because once you hit the first module is the healer's journey, and that's where the connection starts, because that is the place of the fucking valley of tears, where people are like, oh my God, not just me doing Reiki, it's me from the minute I was born, and everything that I have learned and every experience is bringing me to this moment, and every single experience is a gift that it's part of my path, and it's part of, you know, everything that I am. And you see it with everybody. You see the amount of expertise and just beautiful spirits there. But I suppose I'm gone off, but what I'm trying to say is that they're lifelong friends in these groups, in these situations.
Oh, absolutely. Unreal.
Nobody does, not your family, not your other friends. No.
Yeah. And you know what? Somebody was asking me, you know, I'm back here now in Donegal 12 years nearly, and I never thought that I'm in this little corner here, and even since the Abundant Heart, like online, but physically as well, I'm surrounded, my life is surrounded by healers, light workers, it's unbelievable in this tiny little town I'm in, but it's obviously physical, but online. I mean, you know, if I'm having a bad day there, maybe in the summer, or as we're still in the Abundant Heart, like I'm just having something going on, I've got about 3 people messaging me. Are you all right, Marie? I feel there's something going on with you. I'm going to send you. And my husband was like in shock. What? How do they? And I was like, I've got the biggest support in my life on tap.
Yeah.
It's just, Aisling, I can't, you know.
Yeah.
It's unreal. It's quite shocking. And then if I hadn't jumped on with you, the Abundant Heart, if I hadn't met you and all these amazing people, I don't know, I probably would have left here thinking I had to go to flipping India or somewhere to find that. Sorry, that sounds awful. But you know what I mean? Like to some like amazing place that's magical and spiritual physically. But I'm out in my Zen den, the back garage out of the house, like.
Yeah.
And I've just life-changing stuff, Aisling, I have to say.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Okay, my darling. So that was beautiful. How can people find you?
People can find me. Well, I'm now actually, my business name now is Marie Morris.
Marie Morris and everything. That is Marie.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So it's Marie Morris Healing Readings at the moment, because everything I'm doing is a healing reading, I guess. So Marie Morris Healing Readings, and then I've got this really groovy, it's a bit of a name, but the Virtual Angel Readings Roadshow.
Brilliant.
Is my group, my closed group, and it's just, you know, Monday lives, 9 o'clock, people jump on. Of course, when I do a card for you, you could be sitting there 5 minutes, people are like waiting and waiting, but anyway. And then of course I'm doing a lot of Skype stuff at the moment, and
so people can come on, they can get a feel,
have
a free reading, get a feel for you, and if they think, okay, I want to go, I want to go and have a reading with Marie, they can book a session.
Yeah.
When I put this video, Marie, you'll just put beneath it the link for your Facebook group, so it's easy for people to find, and your website as well if you want, or wherever you want there.
And you know, it's brilliant. I mean, in April or even in May, I was struggling a lot actually with the whole gathering your community, and I really thought, how am I ever going to do that? I'm never going to be able to do that. And now actually, I'm jumping in the second time, and I've got already started my community, my tribe.
Yeah.
And we all dip in and out. Pardon?
You've grown that group literally by like 1 o'clock. Bang, bang, bang. You opened the group.
You suggested to me, an hour later it was up, and a week later at 140 people.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's like, what do you say? The universe loves speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is actually, that in itself, a nugget for everyone is, I am not a speed person. I'm Donegal style, you know, I'm slow and easy moving, but I'm getting it. So anybody, well, I said there is no fence. Either if you're listening, you know, just get on. That's it. Simple as that. It's unbelievable. Yeah. There's no fence. Get rid of that fence. The fence should be knocked down. Just walk through the doors. That's it. Honestly. And I've been saying this to people as well. Been getting a few messages, and I'm like, just do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Marie. Listen, thank you so much for this. I'm sure people got lots of golden nuggets, and you have some more people joining your group. And I will see you again very soon. And I'll see you in the Abundant Heart next week. We can get rolling with this new package, new stuff.
Very excited, Aisling. A little scared, but very excited.
Very scared, but very excited.
No, more scared. Tiny bit scared. More excited. Thank you so much, love.
Thanks so much. Talk to you
All
soon.
right, bye, everybody.